Welcome back. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and I'm going to talk to you about how to put together a PR plan when you've never done one before. And so these are going to be my very high level pointers. If you'd like to get into more of the weeds, then, well, not weeds, the depth, then of course you can subscribe to my newsletter. It's called Brand Stuff That Matters, and also I've got some courses that might be of interest to you. But let's get to this video. You're a business, an entrepreneur, and perhaps you don't usually do the PR thing, and you're trying to figure out, like, what do I do? Like, where do I start? And this is going to be very high level and to give you pointers so you can get going, because there's no perfect way of doing it. And just so you know, a PR plan is all about being iterative. You're constantly tweaking it. It's a live thing, and you're always revisiting. It's kind of like a project plan and something that you're always sort of like checking in with. So, first things first, what's your objective? What are you trying to achieve? Is it that you want to get awareness for something? Is it trying to get clicks for something, sales for something? Perhaps you're trying to invite more press interest, influencer interest, blogger interest. Perhaps you want to put a press release out because you're trying to engage with press and media. So what is your objective? So you've got to be really clear with your objective first. And this will sort of it will form the real core of your PR plan. The core is a really smart objective. So you've got to make sure it is specific. So is it engaging with media and press? Why? Book for product launch or new clothing line. You've got to make it measurable. So this is part of the SMART objective. So measurable is how are you going to do this? Is it through a press release that's going to be emailed, and then you're going to sort of like track the responses and then the actual attendance to something? Perhaps you're getting them in for a press review of something, a press preview of something. So then that's the measurable bit. So you've put that in the objective as well. So remember, it's engagement with media and press through press release and email, and monitored via sort of like email responses. And then you're going to make it actionable. So you've got SMART. So sorry, not actionable, achievable. So is it actually achievable? Is this thing that you're hoping to do? Is your list, I don't know, 20,000 or let's say 2,000, and you're looking to get 100%? Like, that's not achievable. You want to put something achievable. So you want to say something like emailing a list of 1,000 bloggers, and hopefully receive at least 20 or 30 journalists, influencers, bloggers for the press preview. And then you've got, so as part of the specific thing is also like on what day or for what date range. So now we've done the specific bit, the measurable bit, and the achievable bit. So it's achievable to go for like a lower percentage rather than 100% of my audience. I'm trying to like engage and sort of get them to sort of do the thing that I want them to do, whatever the call to action is. So that's SMAR is, drum roll please. She's trying to fill time because she's forgotten it. Wait. So let me know in the comments if you know already. But SMART objectives, and I don't want to edit this because that's super annoying. Relevant. Is it relevant? Is it relevant to what you're trying to achieve as a brand? Like, is this the thing? Maybe it was like, hang on a second, we've got product launch and we're trying to get people to register for users for our online site for our apparel. Is a press preview the main thing? Like, what is the main thing right here? What's the sort of like higher objective? So what's relevant, what's super relevant to what your organizational objective is? If you're looking to take a PR plan to your boss or to your organization, they'll say, but how is this relevant to us? So that's one way of looking at relevance. The other way is your goal should align with your values and long-term objectives. Well, I already said that. I said that already. The last thing is time-based, time-bound, I like to say. So you're going to make sure that you say it's for this period of time. It's not for this eternal sort of like relentless period of time, you want to, in order to evaluate how well you've done, you've got to say, well, it was for this sort of period of time, it was for this month, it was for this launch, from September to October, it was for autumn, winter collection season. You've got to write down exactly the specific time period, so that then that when you evaluate, you're looking at that specific time period. Because if you're getting investment from somebody for this PR plan, you want to ensure that you can give them the results of it, and it was for this period of time, and it wasn't, let's say, a promise that you were making, and it should be lasting a year, because you weren't specific about it in the SMART objective. They're just now expecting this to be an ongoing thing, when actually it was just meant to be for a month. You get my drift. So your PR plan must start with that. And the next thing you're going to do, now that you've got this wonderful paragraph, and you can put it on a slide, you can put it on a sort of first page of whatever document, but you've got your SMART objective. Next thing you want to do is, well, what's your strategy? Like, how are you going to go about this? Now you get to go into a little bit more detail. So whatever it is you're going to do, let's just say it was about getting more sort of press interest. Maybe there's, well, firstly, that the strategy is going to be to connect with them through email and secure them through email. But are there any other ways they're going to ensure that you're connected with them on social media, that you've engaged with them in some other ways? So you can add a little bit more engagement activity to that strategy. This could have a few extra strings, and you might find that, oh, there's something actionable there that I can put into the objective as well. And then an implementation plan. Your implementation should be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, because again, this is going to be like, once things start going, you want to be able to come back to your plan so you don't lose track, and then you're going to be tracking it. You're going to be seeing what the sentiments, the feedback is coming back, so that you can evaluate, well, did this go well? Did this go well? Did my audience in this particular example, the journalists, the media, were they responsive? Were they interested at all? And you want to capture the feedback, even if it's negative. So you've got your SMART objective. You have your, what's the next thing? Strategy. So you've just fleshed it out a little bit. And then you want to put your implementation, and now the evaluation bit. So this is a super simple PR plan. How are you going to evaluate it? And you want to put something down on paper, and it could be a grid, it could be a spreadsheet, where it's basically saying, these are the sort of metrics of how many emails were opened out of this many. So if you're using a client, a software, any kind of software to send the email out, there's sort of like insights that you can get based on that. And then how many people actually bid, like how many actually booked. You want to put that there as well. And then, you're going to put it for like a period of time, and then how many actually attended and came. And that's going to be your evaluation for this wonderful, tidy little campaign and this project that you did. And then you might rinse and repeat it for the next collection. There's an example. And you look back at that evaluation, you'll be like, so this is what worked last time, this is what didn't work. And now this is what we'll do differently. And that's what evaluation is for. I do love a little tidy, a tidy, concise PR plan, because it feels like all the thinking is in this sort of system, and it's there, and it's on paper, and it's shareable, because you put your thinking, your ideas all down, and how you're going to do it, so you can't forget. And if you get super busy, you've got that thing to basically lean on. And that's what that's how a PR plan is done, my peoples. Let me know your thoughts. Like, do you have any more questions about it? If you do, let me know. This is Tutorial Tuesdays. I've got some jazz hands going on here, and I have more information like this available on my Brand Stuff That Matters newsletter. All links are available. Also on my site, like everything is available on my site. I've got courses, I've got all of it. But you're here right now, so subscribe if you're here and you liked this, of course, and you've dropped a comment to let me know what your thoughts and ideas and perhaps dilemmas are, and I can try and help you as much as I can possibly help you. But I'll definitely in the very least. See you in the next video.